What's up guys, my name is Organ and welcome back to yet another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire Wi-Fi battle. And today we're facing off against a guy called Stefan, or Stefan, I don't really know how to pronounce that name, so don't quote me on that. But today we have one of the best matches that I've ever played, I think. At least since Black and White 2, because that was the shit, man, that was the shit. But this battle was absolutely the best one that I have in ORAS for right now. Hope you guys will enjoy it. Get your popcorn ready, get your little smoothie, because we're about to go down with this. Yeah, I'm using the same team as last time, you know, Choice Scarf Landers, Special Defensive Eater, and you already know the drill, because you hopefully have watched the two videos before this one. And Steve, on the other hand, he's using some really bulky Pokemon. Just look at the four last. He's using Greninja, because Greninja, you could still use Greninja at the time when I played this, because I played all these three matches at one night. He's using Greninja, Metagross, Conkeldurr, Heatran, Mandibus, and a Wash Rotom. So, looking at this, Conkeldurr, Heatran, Mandibus, and the Rotom is really bulky, so it could be hard for my team, since I am running a more of hyper-offensive team, to break through and start doing some serious damage, like with Choice Scarf Landers and Greninja and shit. So that's the main issue for me against this team. I'm not going to go deeper in, because I have one more topic to talk about, and that's a topic which is a new channel that's been started lately, which is called the Gaming Gang Community, which I'm a part of actually. So it's me and some other some other friends had started this channel, and we decided to post one video each day, which means that there's 7 videos a week. So if you guys are interested in that, see some more Pokemon related stuff, go over to that channel, and I will be uploading every Tuesday. And then you can watch Oscar and some other cool dudes upload their videos on other days. So hope you guys will enjoy that, and I will leave a link in the description below. And last but not least, I will actually start the new series next week, which is I'm not going to spoil it yet, but it's a pretty good LP, and I enjoy it so far because I already started recording it. So before further ado, let's jump right into this battle. So, since I don't really know what he wants to lead off with, he can lead off with the Heatran and with the Greninja and stuff. I decided to lead off with my Landers so I can get the matchup and potentially U-turn out of here. I think he predicted that and went for the Rotom, so since he has the matchup, the only thing I really could do, since I can't kill this guy in one hit, I'm just gonna go straight up for the U-turn and get the matchup going. So, it was a pretty good turn for me. Landers does his shit, just U-turning all over the place. That's what he does, man. That's what he does. So I'm just gonna switch in my Goodra. Goodra can absorb anything. Unfortunately, he goes for the Will-O-Wisp instead of for the Hydro Pump, as I predicted. So my Slime Shady just gets burned on the first turn, which is bad since I don't have any sort of recovery moves, and every single hit Slime Shady takes is going to rack up. So he's just gonna go for the Volt switch out of here, and I predicted the Heatran so badly to come in. But unfortunately he goes into Conkeldurr, which is cool, because I could just get a pretty solid hit on this guy as well. But of course, I went for the Focus Blast, and I missed. And that Focus Blast will be really crucial later on, as you might can tell. You probably can't tell, but I'm just gonna switch in my Rotom, because I have nothing for this Conkeldurr whatsoever. Can switch in my Landers, as you can see right now, he does have the Ice Punch. So, I'm just sitting in my Rotom looking scared as hell, because this guy could just knock off and Drain Punch all over my place. So I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I need some solid damage on this Conkeldurr, and that's why the Focus Blast would have been better to hit instead of miss. I'm just gonna go for the Pain Split. I need to let my Rotom has as much health as possible, and will done Conkeldurr as much as it can. He's just gonna go for the Drain Punch, do a shit ton to my Rotom, and get a shit ton back, and then it's just gonna finish me off with a Mach Punch. So I don't really think at this moment the Focus Blast miss was really crucial, because I don't think I would have been able to take out the Conkeldurr either way, but you're gonna see later. So I'm just gonna go into my Metacam, straight up Mega Evolve Fake Out, since I want to play a little bit safe, since I already lost a Mon so early. He's just gonna switch into Heatran, and every time you see a Heatran against a fighting type Pokemon, you always know he has Protect. But I don't know what I was thinking at this time when I play this match. So I'm just gonna get it fake. I thought that does actually a lot of damage. I didn't realize that. So Medicam looking nice and powerful. Of course he goes for protect, and as soon as I pressed high jump kick, I realized like, fuck, he has protect. So of course I went for the high jump kick. I'm just gonna crash right on, and but here I actually out-predict him. I think he thought that I am not going to go for the high jump kick again to risk my Medicam, but I said fuck it, let's just go for the high jump kick, and I actually flat out take out the Heatran the first turn with a critical hit. But you can damage calc all of you want. That crit did not matter. So he's just gonna go into Greninja. I cannot stay in here losing my Medicam so early. I need to switch out, then I go into Slime Shady, because that's the only thing I really can take a hit with. And of course he predicts that and goes for the Ice Beam. So yeah, Slime Shady, you tried, buddy, you tried. You didn't really do too much in this battle, because after the burn he is in so of the solid KO range for any single hits from this Greninja. He actually decided to go for the Scald. If I would have switched out into Heatran, I decided not. Slime Shady, you tried, buddy, you tried, but at least you just can't go down like a boss. Look at that, it just falls over. So at this point, I know that the Greninja is Life Orb and not Focus Size. That's why I could go into my landers and start Earthquaking and U-turning some shit all over the place. I'm just gonna get Intimidate. He's gonna switch out. He does not want to sack off this Greninja so early, so it's just gonna switch into his Flying Bone Bird, and that thing is annoying as hell. And you're just gonna see in a couple of minutes. So Manibus is just gonna take that like nothing, and I'm just gonna get hurt by the Rocky Helmet. So that's no good, man. That's no good. So I'm just gonna switch it to Heatran. And I believe this is where the Stally part began. No, he actually switched out. That's not where the Stally part began. And he's just gonna switch into the Rotom, and where I just put up my Stealth Rocks, because that's normal shit, man. That's normal shit. So I decided, Heatran, you can't really do too much in this battle, so I decided to let him take a Hydro Pump, and he takes it very well. And about that, with that moment I realized that Rotom was more bulky than offensive, so I roar him out, and luckily for me I roar him out into the Manibus, because this is actually the Pokemon that I really need to get the hell out of, because Manibus is just bulky and it can defog and shit like that. So he's just gonna defog. I'm just gonna go for the Lava Plume, try to get some damage or some burn on this Manibus. Turns out I get damage and no burn. I'm just gonna eating my leftovers, and this Manibus is actually not looking too healthy. So here's where the Stally part begins. So he's just gonna go for the roost. He knows that this is about to go down with the Stally part. So I'm just gonna go for the Stealth Rocks. He has to defog next turn, because that's the only thing he really could do. I'm just gonna eat my leftovers, and yeah, this is gonna be a really, really long time. So he's gonna go for the defog. I decided to go for the Toxic, because I need a ticking time bomb on this Manibus. So eventually it actually could die or switch out, so I win the Stall War, and now it's just a matter of time. How many turns could the Manibus stay in? And I'm sorry for my cursor, I didn't realize it was over at the right corner at this point. So he's just gonna go for the Foul Play. It actually has a really cool animation. Heatran takes no damage from that thing. I get my Stealth Rock up again, and now he is in a bad spot, because now he's both Toxic and the Stealth Rock is up on his side. So yeah, I just have the advantage right here. Manibus can't really do too much to me, and I could still just Lava Plume it and put up the Stealth Rocks again until the Manibus is dead. So I'm looking solid as hell in here. I'm just gonna say, my Heatran, my four-legged lava monster with the iron helmet thingy, is just looking solid as fuck. He goes for the defog. I predict that, go for the Stealth Rocks again, just to put pressure on him. At this point, it's just about the pressure. How long could this Manibus stay in there? And I realized this is about the time where he can't really stay in too much. So I actually predict the switch into the Conkeldurr. I did not go for the Lava Plume, but I actually went for the Roar, just to get the matchup up again, so I maybe could drag in the Manibus again, and hopefully it gets killed by the Stealth Rock. But unfortunately, he drags it to this Rotom, and yeah, Rotom is just nice and floating, But at this point, my Heatran can't really do too much. It's done its shit. So I let my Heatran go, and of course he doesn't miss a Hydro Pump. It does a fuck ton of damage to my Heatran. I cannot take another, but I actually went for the Toxic, so this Rotom can't really be doing too much. This Toxic was both good and bad, because after this Toxic damage, as we will see, it actually kicks off his Citrus Berry, which leaves him with more HP than he had before. So I don't really know if the Toxic was a good play or not, because all the Rotoms run Citrus Berry, man. It's just normal shit. So he's just gonna go for another Hydro Pump. Of course, he hits it, and my Heatran just about to go down. But Heatran did his shit. He actually put in a lot of work this match. He put a bunch of hold and a bunch of pressure on my opponent's team, so I'm glad what Heatran did. So now I can go into my Mega Medicam. I don't even want to fake out. I could just go for the high jump kick. I landed, I connected, and the Rotom is gone. So I got another critical hit with my Medicam. So Medicam is just looking nice and critting over here with his fancy pants. And this is the point where you maybe realize how powerful actually a Mega Medicam actually is. Because look at this. Mega Metagross base 150 defense. What? Just kidding. So I'm just gonna go for the high jump kick, land on the Mega Metagross, and look at that. It does. Holy shit! How much damage that does. He lives with 1 HP, or maybe 2, and then he gets a Sand Headbutt and kill me. But Mega Medicam, you better watch out for that guy. He's just gonna fuck up your whole family if you don't be careful. I'm just gonna go into my landers. The score is now, I have 2 Pokemon left and he has 4. At this point, now he has 2 Pokemon left and he has 3. So you're about to see the best comeback that I've ever made in my Pokemon history. So now it's 2-3, it was 2-4 in just a moment. So I'm just gonna switch in my last Pokemon, which is my Blue Kermit. He switches in his Conkeldurr, and this is actually the most crucial play in the entire battle. He has to go for the Mach Punch and try to kill my Blue Kermit to not get extrasensoried or whatever to just get killed. So I'm just gonna switch in my landers, predicting that, get intimidated off the Conkeldurr as predicted. The Mach Punch comes my way, and it does nothing to my landers. And at this point, I actually could go for the Earthquake, and what do you know? I do actually end up getting another critical hit on the Conkeldurr, but here is where it wasn't matter if I didn't miss my Focus Blast, because I counted that out. A Earthquake does 35% and a Focus Blast does 15, which means that the Conkeldurr would have died either way if I landed my Focus Blast. So that's why it really doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go into my Greninja since I'm locked into the Earthquake. With my ladders, I cannot touch this Manibus, and at this point, it is just game over for this man. I'm just gonna go for the Ice Beam, really try to, if you want to switch out or something. I didn't really think he would switch out, but the Manibus finally goes down, the pain in the ass, the whole entire battle, and finally it goes down, and his last Mon is actually his own Greninja. So I've actually EV trained my Greninja to outslow other Greninjas, so their Protein will kick in before mine. So I will take resisted hit and then he will take neutral. But in this point it doesn't really matter since I already was an ice type. So I'm just gonna go for the Hydro Pump. I land my Hydro Pump this time. Good shit, Greninja. You missed it last time, but yeah, that will just be it. So I win with 2-0 from a 4-2 negativity. I totally came back, and that's why this battle was so intense. I literally sat and jumped on my bed because I was sick that day. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this battle. If you do, a like rating will be much appreciated. Go check out Gaming Gang Community. I will link that in the description below. You will love it. I could just say that you will love it. And as far as I know, I've been the Arcanine. You've been watching, and I will see you all guys next time. Bye.